Here are some habits that are destroying your weight loss and fat loss progress more than you know.
Hey bestie, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bestie, like the video because it helps with my algorithm. So in today's video, we're talking about habits that are destroying your weight loss progressy. So I've put the stitches together so that you watch. I'll be back share my true sense.
Here are some habits that are destroying your weight loss and fat loss progress more than you know. And if you're trying to lose some weight or lose some fat, slim down, tone up, listen up. First thing on our list is eating amnesia. And it basically sounds just like the name. Imagine you're watching some TV with your bag of chips or bowl of popcorn and you are mindlessly eating. And you can literally eat an entire bag or bowl without even realizing. That is eating amnesia. It's really, really harmful to your diet, to your metabolism, to your relationship with food in general. It's important to not eat while being distracted. Get off TikTok, get off YouTube and watching TV, and eat mindfully. This will really help that connection with your body and just intuitively eating in general. Next up, and I talk about this a lot, is not sleeping enough. This is directly tied with cortisol. It'll increase your cortisol, which increases your fat storage, especially in the tummy. And us women do not want that. So on top of impacting your cortisol, it impacts your metabolism, your energy levels. It impacts your cravings. You crave more sugars and processed carbs for that immediate energy that you're lacking so much. And also your workouts will not be as effective, anything. You won't even have the energy to do your workouts and get as many things done. So it's harmful to all aspects of weight loss and health. Basically, if you don't sleep enough, it's a lose, 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 lose situation. Sleeping is vital to weight loss and so many people overlook it. Please prioritize it. Next up, and as an intermittent fasting girl, I'm an avid believer in this, but late night snacking. This murders your progress, I promise. Basically, after dinner, you should try to have it by 6 or 7, in my opinion. You should not be snacking afterwards. Especially at night, we crave sugar and sweet treats more than any other time of the day. And that's going to make it really hard to make good decisions. And also, our body doesn't have time to process it and digest it before we go to sleep. And by not snacking at night, because your body's able to digest everything and process it, you actually have a better sleep. Your body can prioritize healing and recovering, and you have really cool dreams too. So it's kind of a win-win. Next up, which was a killer for me, but it's your liquid calories. They're killing you. They're killing your progress more than you know. The biggest killer being alcohol. And I know there's a lot of low calorie options and you're like, oh my God, it's low calorie, it's fine, it fits into my diet. No, honey. As soon as you get alcohol in your system, your body does not burn fat for about 24 hours because it's focusing all its energy on processing that alcohol. Even if your drink's 100 calories, 200 calories, and you're like, that's fine, it'll impact your metabolism for the next full day. On top of alcohol, other drinks that are really impacting your weight loss besides a classic soda would be your sugary coffees, especially from Starbucks. I know everyone's avoiding Starbucks right now, but their drinks, although delicious, full of sugar, full of dairy and additives, and they're really, really unhealthy for you, as well as fruit juices. I know a lot of people think they're healthy because it's fruit juice, but no, there are so many additives and sugars in them, and most of the time they're not even real fruit juice. So avoid them as much as you can. Another small habit that is detrimental is your ranch and mayo. Girl, cut it out. Yes, you can have the healthiest salad of your life, but if you smother ranch on it, that'll quickly become tons of fat and calories you're taking in, and not good calories either. There are fat-free mayos that sometimes I use. They have a little bit less calories for like cooking and recipes, but I really try to stay away from any of these heavy salad dressings, mayonnaise, things like that. Anyway, I hope this helped you guys. These are some habits that I've picked up along my journey and my 75 hard challenge even, and it made a big difference. So I hope you enjoyed. Bye.
I'm gonna tell you what actually helped me lose over 40 pounds in less than 6 months. Number one, consistency. I was walking every single day, and it's like I used to be the kind of person that's like, oh my gosh, I need like a strict workout schedule, I need to do this and that, but like no, like literally do what you love, whether that's cycling, walking, running, and stay consistent with it. Number two, I still ate the foods that I loved, but I made them like kind of healthier. So it's like I would not restrict myself. If I wanted a piece of chocolate, I would have that piece of chocolate, but I really did have to learn self-control. I had to learn how to be around food and not want it just because it looks good. I truly had to learn how to listen to my body and learn self-control. And lastly, the last thing I would do is I would not weigh myself for months. This may sound crazy and you may be asking, how did you track progress? I took progress photos. I was focusing on how I was feeling instead of the number on the scale. And in online coaching, that's exactly what we do. I can be your
self-sabotaging habits that you need to stop doing now. This is me around 4 or 5 years ago at the start of my fitness journey. I hated my body. I wouldn't look in the mirror and I was in a really bad place mentally. One day I decided I just needed to change what I was doing because obviously what I was doing was not working. The first thing that I stopped doing was aiming for perfection. I aimed for consistency instead. If I missed the gym one morning, I wouldn't stress over it. I would just say, look, I will get there tomorrow. My old self would have been like, nope, I've missed Monday. I can't go this week. I need to wait till next week. But this new version of me that I was creating, I was like, no, you know what? I'm just going to go tomorrow. If it's not the best session, that's fine. At least I went. The second shift that I made was around food. Previous me would have been like, if I had even a little chocolate or a unhealthy meal, I would have written off the rest of the day. I would have been like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll just start clean tomorrow and eat super clean to make up for it. But I was like, no, I'm not having that. I have done that in the past and it obviously doesn't work. So I would just, if I wanted a burger, I would go have a burger, but then that is it. I wouldn't go home and gorge on whatever I could find in the cupboard because I'd already wrecked my clean eating for the day. I would just have the meal that I craved or wanted and then I would move on. And my next meal would be back to the healthier version of what I would usually eat. This really helped me around binge eating and things like that because I do suffer with that. But yeah, that mindset shift was a game changer. The third thing that I did was found a workout that I was excited to go and do. So that was kettlebells for me. At the gym that I was training at, I found my kettlebell coach, and I loved it. I was obsessed with learning the skills, and every class I would turn up and be just so excited to progress with where I left off last time. So that really took the effort of exercise out of it because I was excited to learn new things. That's why I'm so passionate about teaching other people kettlebells. I also went with a friend. So having that accountability, if she was going, that I was like, oh, I feel bad if I'm not going because she's going, also really helped me to keep on track, especially at the beginning when I wasn't so confident in the gym. But eventually I built my confidence and I built my skills. So I was so fine to just go by myself. I actually love training by myself now. The final thing that I changed was my mindset. Instead of focusing on in 8 weeks I want to be this thin, or in 12 weeks I want to look like this, I changed my thoughts to I want to feel better. I want to be mentally stable because I definitely wasn't mentally stable. And I realized that was only going to happen if I looked at it from a long-term perspective. Health and fitness is a long game. Sorry to say it, you can't get healthy and then go back to your old habits. It doesn't work like that. You have to create new habits that you're willing to do for the rest of your life. So that was the final, and that was the final piece of the puzzle. And it was I need to slowly build habits that I'm happy to do every day of my life.
Hey girl, if you want to get hot fast, you cannot do these things anymore. Number one, you cannot put your looks to the side anymore. As women, our looks are an asset, and you have every right in the world to take advantage of that. So in order to do that, number two, stop ignoring the small things. Take care of your hair, do your skincare, do your nails, make sure they're always done, do your toes, wear your jewelry. These small details make the biggest difference. Number three, we cannot keep putting too much food on our plates. The trap that I fell into was telling myself that I needed to hit a protein goal, a fiber goal, that I had to have a certain amount of carbs before my workout. If you want to get skinny, you gotta just stop. I'm not saying protein's not important, but just priorities, please eat less. Number four, you cannot keep doing your makeup like that. Get your routine down and do it daily. Watch how much better you feel. I'm not saying you have to look perfect, but God does makeup help with your confidence. And then on to the fifth and final thing, you cannot keep doubting yourself. How you about to look that hot and still doubt yourself? I want you to have the summer of your dreams, the spring of your dreams, the fall of your dreams, the winter of your dreams, okay? I want you to live a good life where you're hot and happy.
Sixth habit I give up to eliminate 25 pounds. Number one, I don't snack anymore. No. I used to snack a lot on fruits. I was eating fruits all day, and now I do intermittent fasting every day. That means I eat between 1 to 7 p.m. No before, no after. Cheating days. I used to believe in cheating days. I would eat health the whole week, and then to get a little break, I would choose like 1 or 2 days, and then I would eat whatever I want. I cut off. I don't believe in cheat days anymore. I believe when something is not good for you, it's not health, you should not have. Doesn't work on your body, you should not have at all. 3, I cut off alcohol. I used to drink sometime and usually it was like social things. Until one day I did 75 hard, 75 days with no alcohol. Making me realize I didn't need to hide in alcohol to be social. So yeah, no more. 4, drinking teas. I love tea. Chamomile tea, green tea, clove tea. And I feel that helped me suppress my appetite. And I love a warm drink. I just feel, it feels better in my body, better than cold drink. I stop labor meals, say lunchtime, breakfast time, dinner time. I'm gonna eat when I'm hungry. Definitely. I'm not gonna eat just because it's a lunchtime. I'm not gonna eat just because it's dinner time. If I'm not hungry, I'm not gonna eat. 6, you don't have to finish just because it's in your plate. It's totally fine you leave the food to eat later, or if you're in a restaurant you don't want to bring home, it's okay, you can leave there.
All right, listen up. I've lost 80 pounds so far. My highest was 230. I'm about 155 right now. My goal this year is 145. And these are 5 things that I would stop doing right fucking now if you want to lose weight. Number 1, stop counting the days. Stop with the day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4 bullshit. Have your first and your last day 1, and that is it. When you try to have day 1, day 2, day 3, you're trying to be perfect, and that's why you're failing. Because if you get to day like 18 and all of a sudden you go over your calories, you're like, shit, I ruined everything. I lost the streak. And then you just go off the deep end altogether. We are not trying to be perfect here. We're trying to be consistent. So if on day 18, you eat a cookie and you go over your calories by 200, cool. You're just continuing the very next day. You're not starting over. This day 1 mindset is why you're failing, because let's say it's a Thursday and you eat the cookie. Now you're like, shit, I'm going to start over on Monday. So the rest of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're eating literally everything in sight to try to like prepare to restrict yourself on Monday. So cut that shit out, have your very last day 1, and then you're just going to continue from there. No matter if you fall off for a week, if you fall off for a month, I don't care. You're just going to keep going. Number 2, please stop, please, for the love of God, stop weighing in once a week. Stop with the weekly weigh-ins, because we know the scale fluctuates, right? It fluctuates for so many different reasons. What if the one day that you're weighing yourself is actually the highest day of the week? Then you're going to think you're failing altogether, or you're not doing everything correctly. When you didn't see it, may have gone down the other 6 days of the week. So if you're going to use the scale to track your progress, I need you to weigh yourself every single day and then take an average at the end of the week. Number 3, stop going to the gym if you hate the gym. I hated the gym for so long, and I would try to make myself go. So I would go like 2 or 3 days out of the week, hate it, not go again for another month. Then I would quit altogether. Instead, I need you to get in like 10,000 steps every single day, 7,000 steps every single day. Just hit a movement goal every single day. The movement doesn't have to be in the gym, but the reason that you're failing is because you're probably so sore after trying to go run on the treadmill because you don't know how to do anything else. Like I didn't know how to do anything else. And it's much better to get in 10,000 steps every single day than it is to go to the gym 3 days out of the month. Number 4, stop cutting out foods that you like. If you love bread, eat all the bread. If you love Chick-fil-A, eat all the Chick-fil-A. Just track the calories. You can eat whatever you want. You can drink whatever you want and still lose weight as long as you're in a calorie deficit. The reason that you're failing is because you're trying to cut out these foods that you really freaking love, and you're like, dang, like, if I can't have that. Well, as a human, if we can't have something, we actually want it more, right? It's kind of like relationships. Like, you know that guy's not good for you, but you're like, holy shit, I really want it. But you told yourself you shouldn't. So that's what's going to make you want to do it even more, right? So instead, eat whatever you want and count the calories. And number 5, stop with the cheat meals, because the cheat meals are the reason that you're failing, because you're like, dang, after you had that cheat meal, that cheat day where you ate everything, you step on the scale the next day, the scale went up 8 pounds, and you're like, holy shit, I just ruined all of my progress. When in reality, you don't have anything to cheat on, right? Because you can eat whatever you want. So instead, I need you to count your calories, but eat whatever foods that you want. The cheat meal, it's not the actual meal that is messing you up. It is the 8 days, the 9 days, the 12 days after that you're not getting back on track because you're so bummed because you're like, dang, like one day of eating what I want and the scale goes up 8 pounds. Like, I don't want to do this. This shit's too hard. When in reality, you didn't really gain 8 pounds. You just ate a little bit more and probably a little bit later and little different foods than you were used to. So the scale is going to go up. So instead, stop giving yourself these cheat days, these cheat meals. Just eat whatever you want. Just track the calories.
You want to lose this weight, there's one thing that you absolutely have to stop doing. In my own 100-pound weight loss journey, when I stopped doing this, it literally changed everything. By the way, if we haven't met before, I'm Hillary. I lost 100 pounds naturally using my Goal Body method, and I have degrees in nutrition and psychology because it's not just about the diet for fat loss, it is truly about the mindset as well. Okay, let's talk about this one because I know there are so many women out there who are scrolling right now, procrastinating on doing the things that they need to do, and that is exactly the one thing that I need you to stop doing. I did a podcast on this week. I'll do like a screenshot, and I talked about this. I got so many DMs from ladies that were like, this is literally me. So this is what you've got to stop doing if you want to lose the weight. You've got to stop negotiating with yourself about doing the things that you know you need to be doing in order to lose this weight. This is one of those things that once you create awareness around this and you catch yourself doing it, it gets easier and easier to call yourself out and stop doing it. The amount of energy and time that you are wasting sitting there going back and forth with yourself about like, oh, should I go get this workout in? I don't really feel like it. I could do it tomorrow. And you're like scrolling and doing other tasks and procrastinating while you decide if you're going to go do it. Like literally 20 minutes goes by and it's like, you could have had the walk in. Like you could have gotten it done. You could be on your way to the gym. Like sometimes we have to stop that mental tug of war and we've got to just put like shoes to pavement or get in the car. This was literally me driving over here. I'm like, don't even think about anything. Like just get in the car and go, because if you sit there long enough, your brain will talk you out of it. Yeah, you'll come up with like a million reasons. You're like, oh, I could just fit it in tomorrow. And there's some problems with this, obviously wasting mental energy. But I think the biggest thing is it kills your self-trust, okay? Every single time that you don't follow through with the commitment you made, you are just teaching yourself that you cannot follow through, that you cannot be trusted. And eroding that self-trust with yourself is one of the reasons that you probably haven't lost this weight and gotten in your goal body. Like, obviously, yes, we need to do the things and we need to be consistent, but you're teaching yourself, you're training your brain on this pattern of, well, I don't always have to show up. I don't always have to see these commitments through. And yes, that's going to show in your results with losing the weight and getting your goal body. It's also going to show in the relationship that you have with yourself, the belief that you can actually show up and do these things. So if this is you and you're like me today and you need to call yourself out and stop sitting there wondering if you should do it or spending the mental energy back and forth with yourself, like there's nothing to think about. Just get in the car and go. Don't think about anything else. You can think about other things later. Get it done. I'm promising you, you will feel so much better. You'll rebuild your self-trust and you'll get the results that you want.
I lost over 120 pounds between these two pictures. And everybody on TikTok wants to talk about what you should be doing to lose the weight, but let's talk about the top 3 things you need to absolutely avoid if you want to get it off and keep it off. If you guys are new here, my name is Nicole, certified health and fitness coach, and I've not only transformed my body, but I've now helped hundreds of women do the same. So go ahead and hit that plus button if you're looking for a no bullshit approach to actually get the weight off and keep it off. Now let's dive into the top 3 things that you need to avoid at absolutely all fucking costs if you want to get it off and keep it off. And I promise, number 3 is not what you expect. Number 1, and I struggled with this for years because I always wanted the quick fix. Stop giving in to the fad diets. This includes anything or anybody who tries to convince you that you can drop 30 pounds in 1 month. Sure, is it possible? Yes. Sustainable, chances are slim to 0. So when you gain back 40 pounds after you lost the 30, that's what starts your vicious merry-go-round. Number 2, stop under eating and over abusing cardio. But don't get that twisted with not tracking what you're eating and not moving your body in a way that feels good. But what I am saying is that the extremes of both of these are going to work until they don't. Progress is going to stall, and then girl, you're just going to give up. Number 3, and probably the thing that every single one of you struggle with the most. Stop putting all your energy and effort into the physical transformation and ignoring the mental transformation. And here's the thing, I get it. The mental transformation, it isn't sexy. It isn't glamorous, so it doesn't sell. but it is 1,000% what's keeping you stuck. So if we can't get down to the root cause of what's really going on, and you continue to use another Band-Aid fix, i.e. another diet, you will continue to self-sabotage your own success. Obviously, a transformation like this took more than 2 months to achieve. And it didn't happen by starving myself or running my body into the ground. And it took me mastering this before I could master.
That's a video, besties. I'm just here just to add on like what I think about today's video. In today's video, we're talking about habits that are destroying your weight loss progressing. Besties, sometimes it's not what you are doing that keep you from losing weight. It's what you keep doing wrong without even realizing it. Many people feel like that putting in effort, eating better, moving more, maybe even going to the gym a few times a week, but still the scale won't move. And it's frustrating. The truth is, it's often the daily habits that are quietly are keeping you progressing. The habit you ignore, the thing you don't tell yourself, no matter what that happens, those are usually the ones holding you back. One of the biggest silent destroyers of weight loss is inconsistency. You can't eat healthy for 3 days and then spend the next 4 days eating whatever you want, expecting results. Your body thrives on your consistency. Progress comes when you show up every day, even when you don't feel like doing it. A lot of people fall into the trap of working hard during the week and then rewarding themselves on the weekend, but the reward often undoes all the effort. The weekend becomes a free for all, and by Monday, you're back to square one, wondering why nothing is changing. Another dangerous habit is underestimating calorie. Many people eat healthy, looking for food, but in large portions. You can overeat even on clean foods, peanut butter, smoothies, avocados, nuts, all healthy, yes, but high in calories. Portion control matters. You can't outrun a bad dieting, and you also can't guess your way throughout it. If you're serious about losing weight, you need awareness of how much you're consuming, not obsession about awareness. Then there's emotional eating. How many times do people eat not because they're hungry, but because they're bored, stressed, lonely, or anxious? That momentary comfort food is short lived, but the calories stay. Emotional eating turns food into therapy, and that's dangerous because it traps you in a cycle of guilt and frustrations. You feel bad, you eat when you eat, you feel worse, then you eat again. Breaking the cycle requires awareness and emotional discipline. Find other ways to comfort yourself, journaling, walking, talking to someone, or simply sitting with your emotions instead of feeding them. A lot of people also sabotage their results by drinking their calories. You could be eating healthy but still not losing weight because of what you're drinking. Soda, fancy coffee tree drinks, fruit juice, and alcohol adding up quickly. Those drinks may look harmless, but they carry hidden sugar bombs that completely ruin your progressing. Water should be your main drink, simple, clean, and effective. If plain water is boring, add lemon or mint just to don't fall into the trap of sugary drinks, okay? You're going to lose it. Another habit that shows down weight loss is skipping meals, especially breakfast. Many people think skipping meals will help them lose weight faster, but usually it backfires. Your metabolism slows down, your hunger spikes later in the day, and you end up overeating. Skipping meals also confuse your body, and instead of burning fat, you start to hold on it. Fuel your body properly, not too much, not too little, but enough to keep your metabolism active. One overlooked mistake is lack of sleep. People underestimate how powerful sleep is in weight loss management. When you don't sleep enough, your hormones go out of balance, your hunger hormones increases, your stress hormones rises, and your body starts craving junky food. Sleep deprivation makes weight loss almost impossible because your body feels under attack and tries to hold on to fat. Rest is part of recovery. You can't work out hard, eat right, and then skip sleep. It all works together. Another bad habit that's silently ruining your progress is comparing yourself to others. You scroll through social media, see someone who lost their weight fast, and suddenly you feel like a failure. You start questioning your progress, your methods, your body, and the mindset kills consistency. Everybody is different. What works for someone else might not work for you. Comparison breeds frustration, and frustration often leads to giving up, focusing on your lane, your progress, on your pace. Many people also use exercise as an excuse to eat more. They think I work out today, I deserve a treat. But the truth is, it's easy to eat back the calories you just spent. You might spend hour in the gym burning 400 calories and then eat a 600 calorie dessert because you earned it. That's self-sabotage. Exercise is not a free pass to eat carelessly. It's a tool to strengthen your body, not to justification to overeating. One habit that kills motivation over time is relying on motivation itself. You will never feel motivated every day. The people who succeed are not the ones who are always excited. They're the ones who stay disciplined even when